member of our very own CW family sitting down with us today. Ed Westwick is here. That's all you gotta say. All you gotta say.
Look at this. Look at this rakishly handsome fella. You may remember him as Chuck Bass, the Upper East Side's resident bad boy in Gossip Girl. I never really thought you were a bad boy. Now
He was just broody.
He was just broody. Now he's starring as a detective tracking down a twisted killer on the dark web in the new movie, DarkGame.
Detective Jacobs, any comments?
Not today.
Reports say 7 people were taken last night.
Don't believe everything you read.
You're saying there weren't any kidnappings?
I'm saying we're on it.
If you're on it, why were there any kidnappings?
How many were taken, Detective?
I'm not discussing the case any further.
It's become public now. It's all over the news. You don't think the terrified people of this city deserve to know?
I think you just want to scare them more.
Are you the best officer beyond this case, given past events?
Would you say your own experiences make you the perfect candidate?
Wouldn't you like to know more from the police when your mother and sister were abducted?
Well.
And as we were just discussing during that with our guests, don't let this clip fool you, because this is just the very baseline of what you're going to get into with this film. It's dark, like the title. Without any further ado, there he is, Ed Westwick.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First and foremost, you don't have to put on that British accent. You could speak in your regular accent.
I assure you, this is real life. This is how I sound. Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard you speak, I was like, no, impossible.
Yeah. Well, I think the show Gossip Girl, tricked people for
Yeah?
about
It tricked me?
6 seasons worth of
Yeah.
trickery there. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you.
It's going to take some getting used to for me personally, but in even bigger news, you very recently got engaged.
Yeah, on the 27th. Thank you.
Congratulations.
27th of January. Yeah, we got engaged in Switzerland. It was amazing.
Is that all?
That's one way to do it.
You know, that looks like such a pedestrian proposal. I mean, could you not come up with something better?
Well, so much could have gone wrong because Amy's not a great skier. And so in the morning we went out and we had an instructor, and she instantly fell over, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to be doing this in a hospital bed, like with like a cast on or something. But nothing went wrong. I didn't drop the ring down that big
I mean,
drop
that
there.
is, that was my next question. And she said yes.
She said yes. Most important part. She said yes. So it worked out.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Did you already start wedding planning?
We did.
Look at that. Take a page out of his book.
We're moving quick. We want to do this thing,
Okay,
you know?
good for you.
So it's very, very early on.
Okay.
We haven't picked anywhere.
Okay.
But we're trying to get it done pretty quick.
Well, let us know where you registered. We should get them like a crock pot or something.
Maybe like a set of
Very nice
flatware,
of you.
perhaps?
We'll do what we can. Okay.
Let's go to the film DarkGame.
Yeah.
It's dark.
It's very.
It is twisted. It always makes me wonder, because I am, like she said, I'm a scaredy cat. It's very difficult for me to watch straight on things like this. So I wonder, as an actor, what about a project like this draws you to it?
I mean, let's take a step back. Like, the crime genre is interesting. And I feel like there's a real appetite for it these days.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of watching true crime stuff, getting freaked out at night and then hiding under the covers.
Yikes, okay.
Holding tightly to Amy. It should be the other way
that's
around,
what it
right?
is.
But
That's what it is.
That's the way. But no, so I really like the genre, and then the character detective's always kind of fascinated me. I've never played a character like that before. Get to keep a little facial hair and
there you go.
and be a bit scruffy, which is always fun. So those were my reasons for getting into it, and yeah, I think it's turned out pretty good.
So do you you said you're a fan of true crime detective shows.
It's taken over the world.
I mean, it really is, because real life is kind of scarier,
Yeah.
I think, than anything anyone can dream
Amen.
up. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, obviously, this movie is dreamt up, but it's relevant. And, the fact that this kind of reality show, this dark, twisted reality show is taking place on the dark web, you could see it happening. And that worries me to say because it's pretty gruesome. But you could see it happening, so it's kind of relevant in that way. But, yeah, I love the true crime stuff and the dark stuff.
Yeah, I do
It gave me, almost watching the trailer, Saw vibes a little bit. The jigsaw factor.
There's literally about 100 chainsaws in it, so maybe that's why. But,
what are some true crime, or what are some films in this genre that you love?
I mean, Seven's a classic for me.
Gosh.
That was like flawless, I thought. True Detective, those series are great. I haven't seen the new one. I really want to see that.
Very good.
Yeah, that's what I
very
heard.
good.
Jodie Foster,
Jodie
right?
Foster, yeah.
Incredible. And then, I mean, I love the Saw movies just because they're gruesome, but they're fun, I guess.
Oh my God.
Because they're almost so over the top that they can't be real. Maybe? Maybe not?
Hopefully.
Dot, dot, dot.
I haven't heard that story, like read the article. where
Right,
it's like,
right.
so we're gonna go with yeah.
Your bride, is she a fan of the genre?
Yeah, definitely.
What are you guys watching
But
together?
she won't watch horror movies with me. So like this is probably on the cusp because it's
Okay.
like thriller, kind of dark thriller. But I like the jumpy stuff as
God.
well. But Amy won't watch anything like that with
She
me.
won't.
I watched this, I think it was Australian movie, Talk to Me recently, which was really freaky.
No.
So,
If he's saying it, then
but
it must
we
be. Yeah.
we watched The Crown as well.
Oh my
Now
God.
Which
this
is very
now
interesting.
this
There we
is
go.
what
This is more my
this
speed.
is how I envision the two of you on a Wednesday night.
With some tea.
With tea,
yeah.
dressed completely, you know, that's it. Just exactly how cliche a British person should be. But no, that show was amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
thought the
good.
guy who played Prince William's phenomenal.
Yeah, 100%.
And speaking of shows we love, we cannot have you here and not
Yeah.
talk about XOXO,
Oh yeah,
the Upper East Side's favorite.
for sure.
It was a show that was beloved by so many people. I always say the millennials, but I feel like it just extends beyond that.
Yeah.
So much. It was crazy. I was in London the other day and a girl like goes, ah. I was like, whoa. And she was like 12, 13 years old and she was with her mum and she asked to take a picture, which is great. But like, I don't think she was alive when the show was on.
No.
So
Right.
it's mind blowing, this legacy and like impact that we've had. I mean, never thought that it would have that when we were doing it.
Really?
Still pinch myself. It's amazing. And I'm actually doing a like an event next month, and I'm going to see Chase Crawford, who was on the show with me. So I get to reconnect with him. I see Kelly Rutherford at like a bunch of fashion events and in Europe and stuff. So still run into the old
I love
old
that.
homies.
And I
This is
was
what I
just-
want to hear.
Right, and I was just
Cool.
going to say, do you keep in touch other than running into each other? And is it like you pick up right where you left off?
I mean, when we see each other, yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, it's been so much time. Everyone gets on with it, but we're always connected by this amazing experience. It's very
Right.
cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Any other projects that you can tell us about?
I mean, right now I've got a movie that's at Berlin Film Festival called Tonic, which is
Mazel.
another crime thriller.
Oh my gosh,
But
wow.
not so dark. This one's like a dark comedy, actually.
Okay.
Set in the back streets of Dallas, Texas.
Oh.
And I play some like absolute mess of a guy.
Dallas,
Are
Texas.
you
So
on-
you're doing a Southern accent for this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Let's hear it.
And I've got no, I'm not doing that. And then I've got like the voice is insane. He smokes like 50,000 cigarettes
Of
and drinks
course.
whiskey. You know.
Will you be wearing a cowboy hat?
I'm more than that. I wear full prosthetics. I like look about 60 years old. I've got a long
No.
wig, big fake nose, chin, like completely haggard. So that's a wild one, but that should be coming out sometime. They're just trying to do some sales over there.
Wow.
And this is incredible.
Yeah.
That's a cliffhanger for us.
I have to ask you one more question. I know we're almost out of time, but I know you don't live over here, but when you do get back to New York, do you ever just take a stroll along the Upper East Side, or are there any places that you have to go visit when you're here in the city?
It's great, like having such a break from New York because like
Yeah.
you miss it. So I was walking around yesterday. I went to the Palace Hotel. People were like doing double takes. They were like,
You're like, is that it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I was
I
having
saw
it.
your Instagram, so
It
you're
was-
like, look where I am.
Yeah, it's super funny. So, I mean, I love it here. It's beautiful. I've got so many good memories here. The city, of course, has evolved since I've been here, which is what happens, and it's very cool. And I get to see my old friends and their kids. I'm godfather to their son, so
Look
caught
at
up with them
you.
yesterday after school. It's
Look
nice.
at you. Imagine your godfather comes to pick you up after school, and it's Ed Westwick. Hi. That's a lot
Well, they
of
call me
crap.
Uncle Pig for some reason.
Uncle
so,
Pig?
yeah,
Uncle Pig?
Yeah.
All right.
Never quite
All
understood
right,
why.
give us your best Uncle Pig in a Southern drawl.
My name Uncle Pig.
What just happened?
I don't know what happened.
I
You
can't
put
wait
me
to
on
see
the
it.
spot.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to see it. Thank
me on
you,
the
sir.
spot.
Thank you, sir,
Thank
for your
you.
Ed
generosity.
Westwick, aka Uncle Pig. Dark Game, by the way, available on demand February 20th.
Cannot
You have
wait.
been warned.